Good evening, YouTube and Facebook. Welcome to the Toon Review YouTube channel, where tonight it is Newcastle United Fan Forum Live. And, well, plenty to discuss tonight, including the Watford draw, the build-up to the game at the weekend, which is away at Wolverhampton, and also the court case, which is happening tomorrow. Who will be watching it? Who won't? Are you bothered? Do you think it'll go our way? Who knows? If it does go our way, then things will probably move very quickly, I would imagine. If they don't, we're screwed. We're fucked, basically. So we just have to wait and see what happens. If you do enjoy the show tonight, guys, please do smash the like button for me. And if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to consider subscribing if you like what you see. Plenty of content on here and lots to come as well. And if you do want to make a donation to the channel, if you're kind enough to, if you hit the super chat button at the bottom of the live comments, that'll take you through to make a donation to the channel. So thank you very much in advance for that. Let's get the guests in straight away. We got 4 guys waiting. And just to let you know that the link to join the show is pinned in the comments. We've got Chippers, Brian, Adam, and Jason. Evening, guys.
Hello.
Chippers, I just saw you moonlighting on another fan forum. It seems to have taken off this idea of getting loads of people on at once. You know, it's great. But I'm glad the lads at Loaded are doing it, because they're a good bunch there. So nice one. Yeah. Adam, we'll start with you. You were at the game at the weekend. What were your thoughts on that performance?
I really enjoyed the performance as a whole. I thought Newcastle played quite well, but obviously 1 point, the amount of chances we had in the game, we should have won the match. Watford were really bad in that match. I was surprised how bad they were, but we didn't take the chances and we just didn't get the result, which is so frustrating. I mean, I went down 6 hours there, 6 hours away back. I mean, the Murphy chance, the maximum chance, I mean, going about it all day long. Chances cost winning that game, and it just kind of shows how reliant we are on a player like Callum Wilson, of course, is obviously injured for that match. But listen, we play that against Wolves, and I'll be excited for it, but we play that week in, week out. Let's see. But in terms of the performance itself, disappointed, but we did play well.
Yeah. Brian, what's your thoughts? Because, I mean, this one on here, why isn't he just tucking that into the net? I'll never understand why he didn't just put that in the net. But we know what Maxie's like for, you know, going that extra mile. And obviously the miss from Murphy. I mean, what did you think of the game?
Well, before I get to that, Paul, can I just say, I think I speak for everyone here, everyone watching. Hope your daughter's okay, and hope you're okay after the week you've had. You know, you've had a tough week.
Yeah, very tough. You know what it is? Thank you, Brian. I'll just give you an update on my daughter for those that are watching. She tried to go back to work this morning, despite my best interest to tell her not to, because you know, she was still not in a great way. And lo and behold, I get a phone call at lunchtime saying she's coming home. So she's still not in a great way at all. We have, however, you know, been in contact with the club she was at, and they are now studying the CCTV pictures. And if they can get anything on there, then obviously we involve the police then.
Absolute fucking low life. I hope they find something out.
Well, I mean, trust me, this last 7 days have been extremely tough for me and my family, and I'll never understand why people go out to destroy people's lives. But hey ho, this sort of shit is going to happen and continue to happen to me. I know it's still going on behind me back, but everybody's blocked, so what I can't see doesn't hurt us, you know what I mean? So they can get on with it as far as I'm concerned. I've got better things to do in my life than worry about that kind of thing. But thanks, Brian. I really appreciate that, as I do to everybody else that's been asking about my daughter, because obviously, you know, all the online trolling, all the bullshit aside, you know, no one messes with my daughter. That's going too far. When it comes to my daughters, my son as well, They come first. I will die for them. And if I find out who's done this, I will snap the fucking legs off. But whether we do or not, I don't know, because obviously they're very sly, these people. They make sure that they're not on cameras and stuff like that. But hopefully they've slipped up and they get found out. But thank you, Brian. Anyway, your thoughts on the game, buddy?
Oh God, just so frustrating. I remember thinking at halftime, this is going to be a draw, or we're going to lose, because we did play well. Like, can I caveat it by saying Watford were absolute dog shit. They were pathetic. Mm-hmm. Like, they really, really were a disgrace, especially in the first half. So we should have had them dead and buried, and it's very, very frustrating. Same old problems. Striker sitting on the bench for 85 minutes. You know, why does he not play Dwight Gale?
Yeah,
like, he's going to score against Watford. Like, come on. You know,
well, what did he have? 7 minutes, 7 friggin' minutes to try and do something. Pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Yeah. But hey-ho.
It's the same old problems with this manager again and again and again. Doesn't matter what formation we play. Yeah, we play better with 4 at the back, and some players. Willock played really well. Mickey played really well. So there were positives, but we didn't win. So there's no.
There was definitely positives from the game. There's no doubt about that. I mean, we looked much more. Attacking, but
I remember in 2016 though, when we went down, there were games we played well in and didn't get results. You know, that's what happens when you get relegated. You know, the games you play well in, you don't win. So what's going to happen when we actually play decent teams? Remember how easy our starters actually. I know we've had 1 or 2. West Ham are a good team, Man U are obviously a good team, but we've had quote unquote easier games.
I think we've got to win at Wolves. Wolves for me aren't great. We've got to try and get the 3 points.
Do you think we'll win there? I don't.
No, I don't. But Adam probably will, because he's dramatically predicted wrong the last 2 weeks, so he's got to get it right eventually. But I mean, I can't say anything. I mean, I predicted 2 wins as well, but it didn't happen.
Especially with Jimenez scoring as well.
Yeah, that'll give him so much confidence, won't it? Now he's back on the goal scoring trail. But we must pause the show to welcome in a man who, well, really demands respect. Basically, is just one of the nicest blokes you'll ever want to meet in your life, and has supported me this last week absolutely 100%, and hasn't listened to any of the online bullshit, which is what I tend to say. You know, if you're not listening to it, then you are a friend of mine as far as I'm concerned. If you believe any of the shit that's going around, then fair enough. Nothing I can do. But there you go. But this man has a throne that should give it away. It is the King of Northumberland. It is Dave Harrison, ladies and gentlemen. We bow down to thy royal king. How are you, Dave?
I am not worthy of Dave Harrison.
I'm not bad apart from a sore throat. I was away the weekend with Archeries, you know.
Yeah.
And I just talked myself to death over 3 days, so I'm fine. I just
can't. To death, or a bit few many tipples, Dave.
I only had a pint of cider all weekend, and that was it. So
I thought you might have been on the powerful whiskey.
Well, I normally am, but I didn't this weekend. So. But I mean, I just want to add to the comments about your daughter, Paul. I mean, I've got 2 daughters and 3 granddaughters, and I know exactly what you're going through. I've always said if anybody does anything to my kids, I've got a bow with an arrow, and I don't care, because you know.
Well, I don't care either. I'm of that opinion as well. I don't have a bow and arrow. I have I have Rocky and Drago. You know what I mean? So they'll do me.
They're a bit more practical than a bow and arrow.
Yeah, but you can stand behind me and fire the arrows as they're going down, Dave. By all means,
I'll do that, mate. Absolutely. But I'm glad she's sort of on the mend. Just give her everybody's my best wishes.
I will.
You know, she's back to full fitness really, really soon. Awful thing to happen. Absolutely awful.
Yeah, it is, but especially after everything that's gone on. But we just get on with it. You know what I mean? My subscribers have gone up. You know, I haven't lost followers. Because of all this, if anything, I've gained more respect from a lot of people. So, you know, like I say, if they want to believe the online trash, then let them go for that. That's fair enough. That's their prerogative. But anybody that really knows me, and certainly the people I've got to know over the last year, will know who I really am. So, you know, let them let them pile on, let them do what they want. But
you're probably who you are on the camera. That's how you seem to me. Anyway.
Yeah, I am. And Stephen will vouch for that when he came to Burton with us because he thought it was an absolute crackpot. But that's me. I'm a jokey character. That's my personality. And I've been brought down or been attempted to bring down to earth the last week or so. But like I said, the online trolling has affected me. It did make me want to think, do I want to do all of this? But then that happens to your daughter and it puts things in perspective. These online trolls, nothing to me. They mean nothing.
They're irrelevant. They're irrelevant. And stuff happens. Stuff happens to your family.
Yep. The block button, out of sight, out of mind, and that's the way it'll be from now on, to be fair. We have NUFC 20. Good evening. Hello? And they've gone. Well, obviously, they wanted to be in the limelight for a few seconds there and disappeared. Not sure who that was. Chippers, anyway, your thoughts on the match?
Sure, everyone. It's you will miss. Well, that's one of the most one-sided games you'll see this season for large parts of that game. It was having penned back and they couldn't get the run off. It was pretty much how Watford set up, how we usually set up, and that's take up the proverbial and then hope to get a lucky draw, and that's what they got. Really, it was a mirror image of how we played. It was so strange seeing us on the front foot for, like I said, the majority of the game. I'm just annoyed that was our big chance to get our first win of the season, because if we can't beat Watford, who can we beat? They are favourites to go down with. We are now into that, we're the second team favourites to go down with them in Norwich. If we can't beat a relegation rival, who are we going to beat?
Well, I mean, I can't see. Like I say, I honestly can't see beating Wolves. I think if anything, it'll be another draw. It'll be a difficult game because we know how Wolves play at Molineux. They attack you, so it will be a difficult game. There's no doubt about that. But it just can we actually do something with this new formation, or will he keep the new formation? We have level 7 Dave in the house.
Hi, Dave.
All right.
Good evening, Dave.
Good evening.
Dave Harrison.
Before we go on anything, I'm sorry what happened to your daughter.
Oh, thank you.
Weekend. No one deserves that. No one deserves the trauma that you went through for the last 7 days.
Thank you, mate.
But give her all my wishes. Tell her to get well soon, and
I will.
If you ever find them, I hope you keep us going.
Something like that, yeah. But thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Dave Harrison, did you get to see much of the game when you were away?
No, I didn't. I think I got the last 2 or 3 minutes by the time we'd finished on Saturday. Just on the way in the car back up to the digs. So it was only a couple of minutes, and it was. But I mean, I've watched the highlights where I could. I mean, I watched the Newcastle. Sort of was it 7 or 8 minutes, and caught up with much of the day. And I think, as others have said, I think there was, I hate to say it, but what Bruce normally says, there was positives in the game. There certainly was. We played well, but once again, it's that final third that we just seem as if we just can't do it.
Yeah,
we had, I think, 3 clear chances to score goals. I mean, young Murphy, he should have chipped or took a sidestep.
I don't know why he just didn't go around the keeper and slot.
Well, he certainly got the skill to do it.
Foster's so far off his line as well. Just go around him.
Well, and you're absolutely right. And I think the other one as well, when ASM had it, I can't remember. He was clear. He could have just wellied it from where he was, but he's got to do these little chips and the sort of little tricks that he does. And for me, I was listening to on the way back up. I was listening to what's his name, John Anderson on. And he kept just saying, "Put it in the back of the net, man." He was down to swear, but he knew he couldn't because he was on radio. So he shout that 2 or 3 times. You think, "Oh, you're right, mate." Just hit the bloody thing. It's.
I think there would have been a lot of people screaming that.
Absolutely.
Certainly, without a doubt. Arch is in the house as well. Good evening.
How
are you doing, bud?
I'm all right. How you doing?
How was your trip to Watford? Did you bump into Adam?
No, I didn't really see him.
Well,
I
he's
was
kind
like,
of small.
trying to go. I think he's towards back, weren't you?
I was
Yeah.
me and Sharky were like pretty much like onto the left hand side.
Yeah, fair
So
enough.
what was your thoughts being at the game and not coming away with the 3 points?
Well, to be fair, like the atmosphere was great, but the performance we should have like Sean Longstaff scored, and then that was a cracking goal from Longstaff. Great assist from St. Maximin, and then we literally had loads of chances. St. Maximin had 2 chances. He could have got 2 goals. Almiron had a shot. He could have scored. And Jacob Murphy at the last minute, he should have just placed it in the right hand corner. So Ben Foster couldn't save it. So what does he do? He ends up trying to chip him. It doesn't even work.
It was a weak effort. Tom says nobody really knows what will happen with the cat case. My attitude is hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and remember that something between the two may happen. Danielle, good evening. Hope someone is going to do a summary of what happens tomorrow. Got meetings all day, so hope someone will do a review of what happens tomorrow in court. I have work meetings all day, so I'll only get to see 30 minutes if I get time to have lunch. Well, don't worry. I will be doing a video on it tomorrow afternoon, Danielle. So hopefully you'll get to watch that, and I'll get as many details down as I can. If the stream goes okay, that is. We have NUFC 048. Is anyone there? Hello. There's no one there.
Is it me you're looking for?
No, I have a feeling. That was a couple of ones with NUFC something on.
Yeah.
Let's not be surprised. Jason,
Yo,
I take it you've got the Bruce out sign still behind your back, so I take it that you're.
that never moves.
Yeah, I take it that performance hasn't really inspired you in any shape or form.
First off, I was quite impressed with it to be actually attacking for once. What others ain't actually mentioned was the one that annoyed me the most. Sean Longstaff missing an open net in the first half to make it 2-0.
Do you really think blame him, or do you blame St. Maximin? Because obviously it came across to him quite quickly. He had to be. I mean, yes, he should have scored. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But St. Maximin should have put that in the net anyway, shouldn't he?
Well, obviously, but I think confidence is not with us. We rely too much on defending so much and sitting back that we've lost the ability to finish games off. Because as soon as we go 1-0 up, it's always sit back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is. Daniil, welcome.
Good evening, guys. Evening,
How are
guys.
you doing?
Daniel, you all right?
Hello again.
Hello again, Chippers. Yeah.
No, you were moonlighting on another channel there and all, Daniil. I saw you in the bottom corner.
yeah. Well, you know, it's a celebrity thing.
I know it is. You've got to get yourself on everything. I know you have. Nah, great bunch of lads, the loaded lads, loving the
Yeah, they are. They are
absolute quality lads.
Yeah, they are. They are definitely
top lads. Lewis says I would come on, but I can't. No, okay. I'm not quite sure. Bede says I don't think Lascelles or Shelby should come back in. Would unsettle the balance of our team. I thought centre half pairing was better without Lascelles, and Hayden and Longstaff complemented each other. I've always said that I think Longstaff plays better when Hayden's alongside him, and I also think that without Lascelles we look more solid. I mean, Adam, what did you think of that?
In terms of defending, I mean, apart from the goal, obviously the corner was just awful defending, but I think we're a lot solid. I'm not a fan of Lascelles. I've said this for weeks now, and holy crap, the second we take him out of the team, the defence actually seems more of a defence. I mean, there's only so much you can say about these players, but I mean, still the defence still bad at times. But I mean, against Watford, we would definitely improve, so that's a positive, I suppose. But in terms of Lascelles, though, I don't think he should get back in the team at all. I'm really not a fan of him.
Yeah, not many people are. Brian, I mean, the midfield, when Hayden plays alongside Longstaff, Longstaff tends to play a little bit better. I mean, I thought he was much improved on Saturday. But is he the long-term solution?
I mean, he's all we have, isn't he? You know. Do you know what I did like to see on Saturday? Some Isaac Hayden tackles. We haven't seen Isaac Hayden sliding tackles for a long time. You know, he put in a few on Saturday. That was good to see. But I think Willock was
position.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's not a central defender, is he? So, and, I thought Willock was the best midfielder, especially in the first half. His athleticism, his ability to carry the ball, his ability to dribble. You know, he's quality. He's quality. That was the first time I've seen Willock this season, and he looked like the player he was last year.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot of good things about Willock.
He's got more time in his legs, hasn't he? Now.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, level 7, Dave. You know, your man Shelby hasn't been in the team for quite a while. Are you missing him?
No.
Well, there you go.
Not in his basement, man.
I'm on a few words.
So, who's your new favourite player?
Willock.
Fair enough. I'll give you that one. At least I don't have to throw you off the show for that one. I'm pleased you said Willock, mate. Yeah. And what do you think of St. Maximin's final third performance? Do you think it still needs improvement?
Yeah, he still needs to improve on his passing.
Yeah,
he takes far too many. For me, he takes far too many touches. And when there's someone in the box screaming for the ball to be crossed, he likes to take this extra touch and extra fancy work to try and get around them.
If you played a drinking game every time I yelled at Saint. If you played a drinking game, every time I yelled at Saint for not passing the ball, you'd be pissed by half an hour.
I think we all would, to be honest. I think that would be a hell of a drinking game.
He tries to do too much. It's like, just keep it simple.
Yeah.
You know? I don't think many people would be getting home if we had that kind of drinking game.
Yeah. In casualty.
Jesus, we'd all be lined up in beds next to each other, hoying up on each other. My God. Geordie, good evening. He says, to be honest, Paul, I'm not getting carried away with all this court case nonsense. I'll take it seriously when Staveley is waving a black and white scarf above her head and there's a pack of camels outside St. James's Park. Yeah. Dale says, effing ads. Well, Dale, I'm very sorry. You have to make a living, matey, unfortunately. Go on, Dave.
When is the cat case?
It's tomorrow morning. Live on Tinternet, Dave.
All right.
But you'll probably not see it. Joel says, good match shit result, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people said it was a really enjoyable game.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was at the Gateshead game, so I just saw a rerun of it. But, you know, from people that were there, from people that watched the game, I mean... Daniil, did you watch the game itself?
Yeah, I watched it on, I'll use the word alternative stream.
Well done.
And basically,
you're learning the way, mate. You're learning the way.
I am. Well, I even passed the gospel on at work as well.
All right,
but
good.
When the buzzer, but yeah, I thought first half we played with bit of control and composure. We kept the ball. We almost looked like, I don't know. We sort of looked like Barcelona almost first half.
Oh,
but
wait.
No, first half.
Drink down.
Hang on a minute. Barcelona's been shit this season, so maybe.
Yeah, so, okay. I'm saying Barcelona under Pep. Yeah, but
right, okay.
not this season. Yeah. But second half, we sort of went off the boil, I felt. And it was a case of missed chances. If I was, to sum it up without waffling on, if we'd taken those chances, 3 points in the bag, out of sight, out of mind.
I mean, Archie, when you were there, did you? Yeah, I mean,
great, Dave. Yeah.
When you were there, Archer and Adam as well, really, you were in the ground. Did that second half performance change from the first? Have we gone through another Bruce halftime talk?
Yes, it's the same every single time when we score. Just when the second half in general, the team just panics. We sit back. We just try and play for a 1-0 win or a 1-1 draw against Leeds. We do this every It's so frustrating because we battered him in the first half, so why sit back? But they've got the match doing it.
Yeah.
He started sitting back and Watford great chances, and thankfully they scored a second one, but it was offside. But honestly, we could honestly lost the game and based on that chance. But in terms of the match, we battered him for about 75, 80 minutes of the game. Like it was a good performance, but it's one of those ones.
Yeah.
Did you feel the same as that, Archer?
I totally agree with Adam there. Like first half we just seemed to we were like all over them. Obviously when we scored, second half it was like deja vu all again. It's like Watford were dominating us second half. And once Watford scored their goal, that was it. Watford knew what we were doing. We're just sitting back all the time, and I'm just absolutely sick of Bruce. He needs to go. But apparently, we've been linked with this former Napoli manager. I don't know who he is, but apparently he's been linked with Newcastle.
You know, they can link all the managers they want. This prick's gone. Then we're not going to. You know, I'm certainly not getting carried away with naming any names for managers coming in.
What frustrates me is, right, we sit back on a 1-0 lead, and we're far much better. We're far much better than what we think we are.
Absolutely.
We've got the team to go at teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just Bruce doesn't seem to have the willingness to get the players to go at them instead of defensive. He's a defensive manager. He's just a defensive manager.
He's a defensive manager whose teams can't defend, though. That's so
exactly. Yeah.
Dale
says hi. I'm choosing in the comments. I thought you blocked me. Which sick idiot is abusing you about your daughter? Look, I get them every day, mate. Unfortunately, it's how it is at the minute.
Honestly,
as soon as they found out the news that my daughter had been in hospital, I got it in the neck for that as well. But I'm not going to repeat what they said because it'll just give them airtime.
That is absolutely terrible.
Yeah. Well, I know it's something I've got to deal with, unfortunately. But like I say, we'll see how many come to St James's Park and see me where I normally stand. They all know where I stand before a match. I'd love to see them come and say that they're straight to my face. But they won't because
I haven't got the guts for.
Of course,
they absolutely haven't got the guts.
No.
They'll be in their mummy's basement without sitting in their underpants.
Yeah.
Hitting that keypad.
Listen, I know there's still loads of shit going on behind me back on there, but I don't care. I've blocked them all and they can talk about it as much as they want. Out of sight, out of mind, which is exactly what they're so
jealous losers, Paul. None of them have the balls to get in front of the camera like you do.
I think one thing all this behaviour boils down to jealousy.
Well, it is. I mean, they don't like people being successful. They have a go at people, but they just think they can cause people trouble. There's people who were relevant at one stage and now we're relevant and need to try and stay relevant and they can't join up with the trolls. It's pathetic, but there you go. Stephen, good evening.
Stephen.
How are we doing, bud?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Yourself? I know that's a bit of a stupid question, but
I'm battling on it. Listen, thank you for this battling the trolls with me the other day, mate. I really appreciate that.
Well done, Stephen.
Yeah, he did. He didn't take no shit off them, and
well done, mate.
Kept on at them, which was quite funny because they expected him to drop off all the time. And he didn't. He came back with more. So thanks very much for doing that, mate. I know who my mates are. Put it that way. Bede says, we seem to play with a lot more freedom. Bruce took the shackles off, especially scrapping the depressing five at the back. I mean, Stephen, did you watch the full game?
Yeah, I watched the full game,
What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I thought, I echo what most people said on here, that we had a measure of control about the game. Yeah. I thought Watford should have been a man down. Almiron got elbowed in the throat. I thought that should have been a red card myself. They didn't even get a card for it, I don't think. But after that, I thought Watford was very, very dirty, very physical.
Danny Rowe should have been sent off. That was a red card on Almiron.
Well, I'm hearing that somebody elbowed. Kuko should have been sent off.
Yeah, Kuko he was.
You have Kuchka. He just elbowed Almiron in the throat.
Yeah.
Right. you know, man. Honestly.
Bugstaff score's a beauty, like. I mean, I jumped about my seat when that went in.
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Well, I was sitting at the Gateshead game and the score flashed up on my phone. I was like, what? Longstaff as well. We're winning. I was like, Jesus Christ. Kev says, Chippers, John Sinclair idolizes you and is now looking to comment on every lady's photo with an amazing chat-up line. Send him some DMs with a few ideas, Kev. I don't know whether you all saw the show last night when John did his Hello Ladies. It nearly killed me, I have to say. I was
very funny.
But, Paul, you inhaled Fanta. It made you inhale Fanta.
Yeah. I had a very sore nose most of last night, lying in bed and turning over and feeling this dribble coming down my nose. I'm thinking, what?
It's Fanta. It's orange.
Fanta. Unbelievable.
Oh, has John got his microphone sorted out yet?
No, he's done a stream tonight, and it doesn't seem like it's on. So I'm gonna have to talk him through the settings. I'll ring him. I'll probably ring him tomorrow night before he goes on a stream again, see if he's got the connections right. Because he's been talking into a microphone for a week and a half now, and he not working. Bless him. We'll get him there though. We'll get him there.
Absolutely.
Jake, good evening. Even though it looks like Sunderland are favourites to get promoted, hopefully Bruce won't see you go down to play derbies in the Championship. That would be beyond unforgivable. Jason, Jason, I mean, a local derby in the Championship, that just isn't right, is it?
It's a hard one, really, because we want to see these derbies again. Were they enjoyable to watch? Not over the past 6 games that we had against them, but we want to see these derbies again. It's been ages since we last had that in the Championship. I don't really care if it's the Championship or the Premier League. Just to be able.
Well, I do. It means we're in the freaking Championship.
I care.
Jason, have a word with yourself.
Yeah.
With that in charge, we're up in now.
Yeah, good point.
Imagine Steve Bruce managing us to a derby in the Championship. It's like, my idea.
No.
We know how that went for Sunderland. Jordy says certainly positives to take away from the Watford match, but we have to start turning those positives into results because 3 points is what matters. I mean, Daniil, are we going to beat Wolves on Saturday?
Difficult, but we've got enough there to beat them. We take our chances. We take the point. Simple as that. We've got to be clinical in front of goal.
Are you worried, Daniil? Are you worried? Because Wolves are a very attacking side, and they've blown some teams away already this season with their but haven't put the ball in the net. And then you have to worry that they haven't put the ball in the net. Along come Newcastle United, and we know how that goes. Strikers who haven't scored for about 30 games suddenly score against Newcastle. Now the whole team of Wolves have lacked goals this season. Is it their turn to maybe give somebody a hiding, and it could be us on the end of it?
Good. Yeah, I agree, Paul. That it could be us. It's a case of it could be us, and could be Messrs. Traore and Jimenez could have a field day if our defence aren't at the races.
Well, this is me, says the seriously worrying thing is who would want to replace Bruce even if he goes? How is an obvious one, but why would he come when it's well known that managers are not supported at NUFC?
Good point.
Everybody's saying that. We've said it for donkey moons now about managers coming to the club and, will they be supported by the owner and how much of a turn-off it is that Mike Ashley's still there.
I don't care. Get him out. I don't care.
I mean, Chippers, if you were sort of managing or you were out of a job at the minute and you were looking at Newcastle United and they approached you, I mean, how would you feel? I mean, you've got an opportunity. You've taken over a club with a massive fan base, a massive stadium and potential. But the problem is there's no ambition with the current owner. So does that give you inspiration to take the job?
Not really, but there's also the fact is if a takeover does happen, are you going to still be in charge when that takeover happens? Because you could be in, if it was to go through, you could be in and out within a year or 6 months. It just seems like if you come, it's a short-term fix until we have any clarity or anything. And to be honest, it's going to, why would you want to come to somebody who wants to sell for 17th? I know you as a manager might want higher, but He's not going to let you go higher, is he? He's going to say you're going to be on that borderline for the whole season, really. And
yeah.
It's not an attractive proposition.
Yeah.
Guys, I have a horrible feeling Sam Allardyce is going to be our next manager.
Oh my
God! No!
Is that because
Jesus
based
Christ.
on that picture of him at the ground at one of our games?
Yeah. What makes you say that, Brian?
I just can't shake the fit because, like you say, who's going to come in long term? Nobody. Who's going to come in short term as a firefighter to try and keep us up in the league? Sam, for a big paycheck, Sam Allardyce would.
Fireman Sam.
Yeah.
Christ. Gemma, good evening, sweetheart. Hope you're well. She says best goalkeeping shirt ever, Adam.
Yeah, absolutely.
He loves that shirt. It belongs in a museum, I think, Gemma, to be honest. But Adam likes it. And a massive shout out again to Gemma for all the support that she's shown me over the last week. Absolutely cracking lass, and without her, I would have been lost in a way because she knows what she's done for me. So thank you very much, Gemma. Yeah. Luke says, all hail the king. Dave, I think by the time we play our next home game, there's going to be, you're going to walk to that ground and everybody's going to be bowing down to you.
I know. There's going to be a red carpet and everything.
I know, exactly. But I'm staying out the way of your fists, though, Dave. To be honest. After the brutal assault on me at the last home game.
Dignity, you asshole.
Dave, you need a crown and scepter.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was a violent outburst that he didn't even realise he was doing. Somebody bowed to him, and he just called me a twat and punched me. And had I not blocked it with my arm, I would be suffering from a broken jaw right now. So we'll always just never. And plus the fact he went to hit me with his archer's arm, you know what I mean? So it's a powerful arm. But I survived it. But Keith says hello, King of Northumberland.
Hi, Keith.
Tom's done the King of Flags, which I take it to
Northumberland, yeah.
Danielle says good evening, the King. Thomas says evening, King. It's catching on now.
It's all coming out, my word.
Yeah. Is that the Shaka Hislop Cernicek jersey? It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
This is me. Yes, it is.
It is.
And Adam is very proud of it, aren't you?
Well, yeah, it took us like about a year to get this off eBay, so of course we were going around quite a bit.
And how much did you pay for it, Adam?
About 150 or something.
Fuck me.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
That's
some serious cash on a shirt, that like, but
yeah,
that's the one. Cool. That's the one. How are you, Dave? Says Keith. Well, look at him. He's been prime condition.
Keith, I'm absolutely fine with part of a sore throat. I did all the talking I did at the weekend.
Does anybody think he sounds a bit like Barry White tonight? It's like we've got Barry White. I mean, do you want to give us a little song, Dave? Just,
That's the one thing I can't do. I could do John's "Hello, Ladies."
Jesus Christ, you're at it now and all.
It was like, "Hello, ladies."
Right now, wasn't it? Yeah.
Hello, ladies. You're all right.
He could be like Bert and Ernie out of Sesame Street. He's like,
hey, ladies, how are you doing? Hey, I can't find Bert. Anybody seen my friend Bert?
Or even better, he could do Yoda. He could be like, ladies are sexy, they are. I'm just going
to if you like the count from Sesame Street. One lady. Two ladies.
Yeah. Andy sounds Italian as well. That's the thing about it. When he does that. So John would love it.
Right then between us episodes, where he goes, feisty one, you are.
Darth Vader is his father.
Christ almighty. Oh, dear. Geordie says, block them, ignore them, don't give them the reaction they want. That's the best way to deal with the trolls. Cheers, Geordie. Jason, I swear you lost the subscribers. I remember you at night. Don't even talk about that, Jason Thomas, because to say he's enraged is an understatement. But listen, Jason, the same thing happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I lost about 11, but my analytics were showing that I hadn't lost any. But I don't know what's going on. But you'll get back there, matey. I'm sure of it. Go and subscribe to his channel if you're watching. Fantastic stuff. He even gets Steve Bruce on for interviews, which are bloody hilarious. It's not the real one, though. It is funny. It's funny.
Probably more intelligent than the real one.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Keith says, why don't these trolls go back to the sewer they belong in? Sean says, how are you today, Adam? Do you just want to give Sean a little wave there? Yeah, you know. Then.
Sean? Yeah.
Oh, tell you. Danielle says, Jason, glad you're out of Twitter jail. I'm sorry, but the thought of you behind, just behind those little bars going,
help me, please. I want to come out now.
Oh, good.
Sorry, Jeff, we don't laugh, we cry. You know what I mean?
It was more like, that's fine. Bastard deserved it anyway.
I fucking deserved it for being a Newcastle fan.
Paul says, are you watching the cat case tomorrow, Paul, or no? Yes, I will be. I'll attempt to anyway. It depends if the stream it properly, you know what I mean? Because it says it's going on stream, but there'll probably be problems with that. Jake said, one said, to live well is the best revenge. Don't let these losers dictate your life. Keep doing what you're doing and enjoy doing, and they can't touch you. Exactly.
Correct.
What was going on, Julie? I'm not sure what the hell's going on in the comments. Actually, I'm seeing Kermit names, and hang on a minute. I've lost me. Bloody Nora.
Give me a second. We're all chatting to each other. That's what we do.
Well,
yeah.
I've lost a load of comments again, but that's the norm on this feckin' thing. Somebody's talking about blankety blank. What the hell? Right, I'm just going to start the comments where I can, guys, because it's
blankety blank.
Honestly.
Dodgy stream this is.
Geordie says we need Dubravka back as our number one. He organises the back 4 or 5, which is something that we miss when we play either Darlow or Woodman. I thought Darlow's done all right.
Yeah,
That's been fine.
Yeah.
I don't see the big rush to bring Dubravka back, to be honest, but
yeah.
Keith says good strike from Longstaff.
No.
The Brady Bunch, I've got no idea what they're talking about. If we get Dubravka back fit and Wilson in the mix, I think we play that type of football we did last game, we should get results. Problem is here, Mr. Harrison, we never seem to play 2 games well on the trot.
Yeah.
No. Well, it's what we've said in the past, Paul. How many times, and we all know the answer, has Bruce won 3 games on the bench in his career? And I don't think he ever has. That's you're absolutely right.
That would be 0.
Flat 0.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. I don't know why, but he just doesn't do it. And we've said before, we've got the players for Saturday first half proved it.
Yeah.
But we just
everything Bruce does is short term. It's planning for the next game. Yeah. There's never a long term plan, a long term structure. He's still talking. 2 years at the club, he's still talking about finding a balance. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, it's where we play well in 1 game, never mind 3.
Yeah.
Well, very true, very true.
But what does he say at half time, though? I mean, you know, how many times we've seen, like, Saturday was an example, we played pretty well the first half, second half will come out, and we're absolutely bloody dire. All the time.
Thank you very much for that beautiful comment, Mr. Harrison. Your voice will be melting ladies all over the Northeast right now. If Steve Bruce did a team talk like that at halftime, the players would come out all with 3 legs.
Geordie says Sean Longstaff seems to be getting better again. I just hope he's not playing for a new contract and can keep them performances up. Stephen, are you finding Longstaff's playing a little bit better?
Oh yeah, I think he's improved immeasurably since he's been in the team past few games. I think he's played well. I thought he played well against Watford there, took his goal well, and he was always biting into challenges, getting the ball. I thought he was brilliant. I think he's improved. Leeds, he was did well for me. Yeah, I think he's improved a lot.
Yeah,
cool. I think that comment's for you, Jess. Jeff Hendrick is the GOAT. We all know. Level 7, Dave.
It says Jesus.
That's very true. Level 7, Dave. When is the wedding? Says Thomas.
It's not happening.
Oh, let's move on. I'll put you in for naked attraction, mate. Jake says Darlow is a very good keeper, but Doob gives that extra leadership factor, which adds that bit of solidarity at the back. Or solidity, what it is. Maybe so. Maybe so. Jeff Hendrick is the wart, says Danielle.
Best of all time.
Danielle, are you really trying to hurt Jason's feelings here? You know how he feels on Jeff Hendrick. He even models himself on Jeff Hendrick. Come on.
He's got a shrine for him, man.
A shrine. Jeff Hendrick.
You mocking my shrine?
You've got a shrine.
Tell me you haven't.
Like a monk. Do you go and pray to the God of Hendrick every night?
God of Hendrick.
That's disturbing. Tom says ITV are lining up Alan St. Maximin and Jack Grealish to present a Saturday lunchtime football show in 20 years' time. St. and Grealish.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. 20 years. Yeah, that's quite a long time away. First half, we played the Barca way that the Chronicle was saying. Cooper, the new Forest manager, plays. Kev says those 2 points drop could become a decider between relegation and survival come the end of the season. I mean, Archer, are you confident we'll avoid relegation?
Not at all. I think we're going Toon, you know, Paul.
Well, I know that. I'm just asking you.
I think we're going Toon the way we've been performing the last 6 games, and the way we've been performing. I think we're just going Toon under this bell end of a manager. He's got his tactics are a joke. Like, he doesn't even know what he's doing.
Well, that's clear and obvious. I mean, does anybody on here tonight think we'll stay up at the minute?
I'm going to say
Adam, Stephen.
What? Really?
I'm not saying we're going to finish, but it's going to rotate.
No, there's still plenty of time to go yet, though.
Well, there's plenty of time to draw and lose more games, definitely.
But we're at the bottom 3, man. I know we haven't won any matches, but we're still outside the bottom 3.
Adam, I love your positivity, mate. Honestly,
you'd expect
a positive person for Newcastle United.
You'd expect Leeds will get their act together. Burnley will get their act together.
Yeah.
Well, you'd think so with some of the teams, but I mean, Norwich is definitely going to go down. You would think Watford.
All right, matey, take care, buddy. Look after yourself.
But anyway, though, as I was saying before, in terms of the bottom 3, Norwich are going to go down. You would expect Watford to go down, and the likes of Burnley. I mean, maybe they're going to go down, but there's still a lot of time in Newcastle. I think Callum Wilson comes back. We can stay fifth for quite a few matches. It's not getting results in, but it's too early to call. I can't see we're going to get away.
There's a lot of football to be played.
Exactly.
There's a lot of football.
There's some right cliches going on this show tonight. A lot of football to be played. It's not over yet.
It sounds like Steve Bruce is in this chat, isn't it? I think the amount of cliches that's going on.
It's a game of 2 halves now. Don't forget.
We've had 100 games under Bruce. What have you seen in those previous 100 games that makes you think he's capable of keeping this team up?
The accumulation of points.
I don't like him.
Annie's in the house.
Annie.
Oh, Annie.
Annie, where are you?
You're not sitting on the toilet, are you?
Yes, he is on the floor.
No,
are you having a poo?
No.
He's on the floor.
I'm behind the.
It does look like you're sitting on the throne.
Yes, he is.
Are you curling out a 10 sticker?
King Kong.
Are you laying some cable?
I can
Are you curling out the blind eel?
You're playing your respects to
John's third leg.
You want to be careful, Annie. You want to be careful of them blind eels, mate, the bite.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, Paul says it was a great game to watch, but frustrating too. Watford were obviously going to come press higher second half. They made it easy for us in the first half. Geordie says both clubs could have won the match. Didn't Watford have a goal ruled offside by VAR? And Murphy missing the dying moments of the match. Was it definitely offside, that VAR one?
Yeah. Yes, it was.
A couple of yards.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they disallowed it, to be honest.
Well, yeah. I mean, Christ, if they didn't, can you imagine the uproar
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Danielle says a good performance means nothing when we have no final ball. I'll say it again. There is no actual point in Steve Bruce. I love the way she says actual point in Steve Bruce. I mean, Annie, is there an actual point to Steve Bruce?
No, not at the moment.
Yay! And why are you saying that now?
Otherwise, you'll beat me up.
Annie,
Not whilst you're on the
You
toilet.
find my house and then you beat me up.
Annie, I don't beat children.
Well,
Jesus Christ,
not
man,
while you're dropping the kids at the pool.
No, don't put that on me alone, mate. Yeah. Have I not had enough this week, Annie? Jesus Christ, and now you're accusing me of being a child beater? Bloody Laura. You just shut up and curl out your shit. Anthony says, link with Gattuso. Jake says Real Madrid losing to some side called Sheriff, who have had just 27% possession prime Bruce ball. Yeah, the big clubs are in trouble in Spain. That miss by Murphy was awful. Chip is looking at Judy out of the window. Jesus. Geordie says, Archer, ask John Sinclair about that formerly Napoli play. It happens to us all. Archer, ask John Sinclair about that former Napoli manager. He will know as he's the Serie A expert.
Is his name Seaman?
Gattuso.
Gattuso.
No, I thought it was Seaman.
Juan King won this.
Annie, if we hear any rather rude noises, I just know that it may be stuck halfway out, mate. So don't worry, I need to turn your mic off. Tom says there's robot sports coaches being created now. They can analyze performances and even motivate players. I'd take a robot over Bruce. Christ almighty, yes. Michael, thank you much again for the super chats.
Well done, Michael. Legend, Michael.
So kind, and he always puts a smile on my face. He's been texting me all week and making sure I'm okay and everything like that. So absolute lovely gent. I can't say it enough. He knows how I feel about him. He's just super guy. Thank you, Michael, from the bottom of my heart, man. It just goes to show that there is really good people out there.
Absolutely.
Paul says, we're on course for 18 points this season as it stands. That's the reality. We are dependent on the attempt to create and Wilson to score. Without either, we struggle massively. Not signing a backup will be costly. Will we go for a backup striker? And I'll put this question to you, Harrison. I have to call you. Oh, no, I can call you Dave now because the other one's gone. Or I should just call you Your Highness. Will we go for a backup striker in January?
What as things stand with the management and the owner? No.
Yeah.
I don't. I honestly believe if Bruce and Ashley are still in charge during the January window, we'll not buy anybody. We might get a couple of loan players in if we're very lucky. But I can't see it.
Well, I mean, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, it just depends, doesn't it? It just depends what situation the club are in. I mean, come tomorrow, it could be a whole different kettle of fish, If who's gone off, and he's finished his poo, he's obviously he's obviously now turned the camera off to finish off and go back to his normal streaming station, rather than he must have curled that blind eel out and dropped the bends off very quickly. Tom says, bad enough that your daughter was spiked, but you have to get a boost on social media. Some people are absolutely twisted. We know that's just life. Michael has surely donated at least £100 grand to the channel. Well, I want £1 million actually, so he needs to keep going.
Being Paul Sugar Daddy, isn't he?
See you, Chippers. Sorry, do you want to say that again, Chippers? What did you say? I didn't quite hear you. Go on, say it again. Say it again, you twat. Fuck off, he's gone anyway. Right, I heard what he said. Geordie says, bad enough your daughter got a drink spike with DJ Online. How is sick and twisted are these trolls? Seriously need to give their heads a wobble, sick twats.
Yeah.
The happy highlight says, Toon review, mate. I just want to thank you massively for your contribution to the NUFC community. You're the GOAT. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. That's lovely to read. See, so it is nice, you know, Chippers, I'll bring you back because that was a nice comment and it's made me smile, so you can come back on. Geordie says, I'm sure Michael has donated enough money now for Paul to buy NUFC off Ashley instead of Amanda Staveley's consortium. I am in discussions with Mike Ashley. Michael will be coming in as a partner now that we've raised enough money. We shall go for it. That was a joke, by the way. You know, I know that people will be going all over the place now on social media. Paul's buying Newcastle.
Can't even get started.
Yeah.
John's going to be like me, Johnny.
Fuck off, Chippers. Honestly, have you looked in the mirror recently? Because the fucker would crack. Thomas says the Fanta hilarious. No, it wasn't. It was painful. Jake's problem is that was the best opportunity to get the 3 points and get your season going that you'll have for a while now. Looks like a tough run until Norwich on December the 1st. Yeah, until December the 1st, and then the rest of December's a write-off. If we ain't getting no points at Christmas time, that's a freaking certainty.
Christmas is dead easy, man. We're going to win them all.
Listen, Dave, I know. Listen, right. I know you've got lots of money and you pay your bloody servants and stuff like that, but please talk sense on this show. I mean, come on.
I will, sorry.
I think you must be on the whiskey tonight.
I wish I was, mate. I'm not.
I bet you have a couple of hot toddies before you get to Kip, though, Dave. Get that throat sorted out.
Probably tonight, yeah. I will.
Yeah. Although then again, does the wife not like your husky voice?
Nah, we've been married too long, Paul. That doesn't happen anymore. So, you know.
Nice to know that romance isn't dead, Dave. Thanks very much. Something to look forward to in the future, isn't it? Hello, ladies. Wilma says, know something as much as I hate Sunderland and Middlesbrough, I would rather them be in the Premier League and have all three major North East clubs competing at the highest level.
Yeah.
McLaren's available again. And I wouldn't put it past Ashley and Cole to do it out of spite. Jesus Christ, we've had bloody Brian with his Sam Allardyce and now Paul with his bloody McLaren.
I didn't say I wanted him. I just said I think that's what might happen.
No, God, I would have chucked off the channel if you said you wanted him. That's a whole different kettle of fish, that. You know, God almighty, no. Yeah, Man United fans in the house. Sorry?
Markham score, they're winning 5-0, God damn it.
Tonight?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Sunderland. They're only playing Cheltenham, man. The only thing Cheltenham are famous for is a fucking racehorse. Of course, sorry, not a horse. I'll take that back. Well,
they'll bottle it 5 years in a row.
Yeah, well, they bottled it last year, didn't they? So, beat Wolves. Are you guys real? We couldn't win in the Scottish League, says John.
He would do better than Celtic.
Trying to join, but the connection was being bad. All right, okay, Taylor, thank you. That puts my mind at rest. Rich, after Man United, my channel is watched by more Newcastle fans than any other fans at the moment. Cheers all. Yeah, because you've got a good channel, Rich. And there's some good discussion on there, not just about Man United, but about the Premier League and stuff like that, and players, and it's really good conversation on there. So Rich Sports, it is on YouTube, so go and give him a subscription because he's a good lad. Came on the channel to discuss the Man United game. But Rich, in all heartfelt, sort of, I'm reaching out to you, Rich, from all Newcastle United fans to say commiserations on losing to Aston Villa. It was funny as fuck. And I have to put it like that, Rich, because I know, you Man United fans were devastated, but to see the state of YouTube after that defeat, the likes of Goldbridge, etc., my holy God, if one thing cheered me up in the weekend, it was the Man United
Bruno's penalty, absolutely wonderful.
And why, Rich, in the comments, please explain to me why Bruno Fernandes wrote a fucking letter of apology for missing a penalty. I mean, who in the right mind does that?
Did you say what the club did as well? So, behind you, Bruno, and I thought, he's missed a penalty.
I mean, he's missed a penalty. I mean, even Shearer missed penalties. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he didn't write a bloody statement out to Newcastle fans apologising. He missed one against Sunderland and still didn't write a letter.
There's nothing better than nothing better when a conversion though for a penalty when someone just puts it into Rose's head.
Yeah.
It's just something especially satisfying about that.
Yeah, but seriously, Rich, from the bottom of my heart. Classic shirt, Adam says, Keith. Valentino Rossi, the great MotoGP rider, started following the channel, guys. Just thought I'd better let you know. We've seen it in the past when we brought Keegan into the club for the first time around, when he took the club to the top. I honestly think someone like Howe or Lampard would take the job.
I didn't know he was a Toon fan.
He is. Did you not see that he's got a Toon badge on the side of his bike?
Has he?
He's got one on his helmet as well.
Oh well. First time for everything. Can't see his glory cloud.
Rich said it's much appreciated. Tough to grow on YouTube. Richard, continue your meltdowns, mate, and you'll get plenty subscribers, I'm telling you. But like I say, my heart, it's bleeding for you, son. He's here again. Geordie's here. Geordie's there. Geordie's everywhere. They're even on Rich Sports' channel. Yeah, because we're good fans and we like, we like other people's channels and we support other people's channels, whether they're Newcastle fans or the another club's channels. So there you go. Malcolm says, "Is that shirt not older than Adam?"
Yes, it is.
Adam's wearing an antique. Paul says, "I'm surprised Dave didn't get his butler to punch you, Paul." Listen, he doesn't need to when he's got a right hook like he already has. He doesn't need a frigging butler to do it for him. I tell you, the man's got a swift right hook. He would have knocked Joshua out. Well, anyone would have knocked Joshua out. Valentino Rossi says, £150 for a shirt. Money well spent. Class shirt. Listen, I'm sure Adam will do you a deal for, maybe, I don't know, 100 grand. Something like that, Adam, would sell it for. Yeah. I mean, we know Valentino Rossi's got some money, you know what I mean? He's Rich says, "Still hope you guys stay up. Would rather Burnley, Southampton or Watford go down. Norwich have close to no chance." No, I think Norwich are nailed on, to be honest. But I mean, have you guys, Jason, have you got anybody in mind that's going down as well? Apart from us.
Well, apart from us, I went for Watford and Norwich, but Watford seem to have had a good start. So maybe I might change it to Burnley, but I'm still sticking to Watford, Norwich, and us that are going down.
Does anybody else think anybody will get dragged in that have maybe had a good start and might fall away?
I'm still not a fan of Burnley. I don't know what it is about Burnley, but I still got a feeling he might slip in. But I mean, like I said before, there's still 6 teams that haven't won the Premier League yet, which is mental. But the likes of Wolves and Leeds obviously know. But you never know. You never know. Some of these teams might sneak in.
Fair enough. Valentino says, "Hello." Hang on.
Hello, ladies.
It's frightening when I get a load of hello ladies in my ears there. That was scary shit right there.
Hello. I've got Tuesday vibes, and my name is John Sinclair. And I come from Bristol, and I will make you wet without water.
Tom says, "Paul, that's a class Kermit impression." Thank you. Quality says, "Rich." Annie says, "What the fuck have I just walked into?" Well, you didn't, because you were sitting on the toilet having a poo. So don't, Annie, you kind of get away with comments like that when we clearly saw you were sitting on the freaking toilet. I mean, Christ alive. God almighty. Yoda, Kermit the Frog equals Bruno Fernandes. Annie, I can't get over it. He's actually tried to deny he was having a poo. I'm sorry, but you just don't. I mean, there's Chippers in all his glory, goes to the toilet still screaming. He's not bothered. I mean, was it the worst thing we've ever seen on a live stream? Yes, it was. But at least he's, owning up to it, Annie. Come on, Jordy says, "Has Kermit been to Iceland to buy some cream cakes lately?"
Oh, dear.
Let's just not put me off. I need to get into the
cream cakes are £1. Your cream cakes. Come and get your cream cakes. Your cream cakes, everybody in Iceland, they're only £1. Miss Piggy bought 25 of them last week.
Jake says, "Agree Rich would pick Burnley out of that lot." This show's just gone completely off the rails.
That's why all frogs go to Iceland.
Yeah?
That's why all good frogs go to Iceland.
All good frogs go to Iceland, yes, Chippers. But all good virgins go to Amsterdam, mate. Kev said, did Adam's drink magically fill itself back up again? Could have sworn it was nearly empty. Is Joe Linton behind the camera?
Yeah.
God.
No.
It's not Monday.
No,
That's
it's
not Barry,
Monday.
is it? It's not Barry that.
No.
It's just clicked on that one there.
Kev, I'm rather worried that you've actually. Oh, we'll not even go there. Jason supports Newcastle while the rest of us support Newcastle. Jason, have you come back, mate? Come on.
It's the Southerners' way. Newcastle, not Newcastle.
Yeah, boys. It's a poor fucking
Newcastle.
That fucking club in Newcastle. The fucking club in the northeast.
Anyway, Danielle says the case is being streamed tomorrow via Microsoft Teams, so make sure you have an account. Freaking hell, Microsoft Teams! Oh my god. Jake says, was that a Yoda impression, or was someone's dog having a stroke?
No.
Stroke it was having.
Julie says the blankety blank comments, etc., are because of how you all look lined up on the screen. It could literally be blankety blank, couldn't it? We'll have to do that one night. Blankety blank via a live stream.
Yeah, that works.
Brian, what blank is John Sinclair?
Oh God!
Oh, don't put me on the spot like that.
Oh God, Jason, why you comment on the Southerners? Yeah, Paul could be Les Dawson, you cheeky fucking bastard. Honestly, I'm not having it. Jake says, "Oh, lesbian." Oh, here they come. Tom says, and also because blankety blank sums up the level of success that Steve Bruce brings. That's a better point. Annie says, I can't get on, Paul. Well, you were on it when you came on live. You sitting on it comfortably then. If anybody's just joining the stream, Annie did get on, and he was having a poo. Curling out the biggest blind deal possible. And then he had to end the stream because he was actually wiping and flushing, and he's too much of a gentleman to show that on screen, unlike the dirty twat that is Chippers. It's not happening because level 7 Dave couldn't find enough ice cream men to play their horns outside the church.
Oh, that's horrible. I've heard the value of normally bobblies.
I've got
all the way.
In fact, the channel is shut down. See, it's been good interesting, guys. My God, holy cow! Lee, I should read comments before I put them on the screen. Tom says, "Listen, if you can't laugh, what's the point?"
Are you crying?
Yeah.
I want to make my live streams obviously talking about the football, but having a laugh as well, and it's nice to laugh. Trust me. And also because blankety blank, yeah, I've read that one. See, I've gone cock-eyed now. Level 7, Dave, you're looking forward to going to London to watch the Wolves game?
No, he'd be sitting at St James's. What do you think was at home?
No, Chippers, read it again. Because he'll turn up in London to go to the Wolves game, won't he? Because he didn't fucking know where he was. Chippers, that's very slow of you. Like, no way we will stay up if Bruce stays. I mean, Stephen, are you confident now? Are we going to stay up? I mean, you put your hand up when Adam did, but Adam seems to be on another planet the last few weeks with his predictions. So bring a bit of sanity back and tell us why you think we'll stay up.
So I can't do that.
Thank you very much for that. That was a brilliant answer.
I can't be confident with Bruce at all. I just can't. I just can't be confident. But I think we might just by the skin of our teeth.
Okay, fair enough. Paul says we're going down like a tramp on chips. Paul says currently no, but there's plenty of time yet. We always seem to step it up later in the season. Yeah, but things might be different here because we're not bringing anybody in this time. Norwich are down. There's 2 more clubs that we are competing against to stay up. I think we'll finish 16th. I mean, do you think Southampton will get dragged into it, Dave?
Yeah, I think they do. I mean, I think there's a few. You mentioned Burnley, Southampton. There could be another yet. I mean, it normally round about the 10, 12 weeks to go, somebody does a free fall.
Yeah.
But as we've said before, we're relying on luck. You can only rely on luck for so long.
Yeah.
And this could just be the season we get caught out. Other teams have bounced around the bottom three and they've since gone. Fulham, look at they were there or thereabouts and they went. So I think we'll be the same. I've got no confidence this season we're going to stay up.
He has been lucky. He has been lucky, Brian.
Yeah.
If you battle relegation every single year, sooner or later you will go down.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's fact.
But then red and white pricks,
Yeah,
they were the same every year.
Yeah.
Malcolm says, but we wouldn't even win a blankety blank checkbook and pen under this idiot. Thomas says, Paul, I heard a noise. Does your dog have a collar? If he does, I think I hear a dog with a collar. It's Jason's cats.
Yeah,
cats. Jason's cats. Anyway, 3-0 Liverpool. Lee says, Bristol Rovers' biggest fan, it's Annie. He's gone. He's fallen down the toilet, ladies and gentlemen. Jake says, so good not to get at least a point from West Ham. We look back to normal. If we keep playing like that, we'll be just fine. And the fixtures look a lot better over the next month for us. Yeah, Leeds have had a tough start, to be fair, and played some big teams. Julie says, isn't it Jason's? Yes, it is Jason's. People know the sultry sound of cats' collars. I love cats. No. Tom says, we need to ramp up the pressure on Bruce. I don't want us to have to do this, but we have to make it thoroughly horrible for Bruce. I mean, Archie I heard a lot of chanting from the crowd on Saturday saying Bruce out. I mean, was it really loud?
The fans were at it, like they were really chanting at Bruce that they really want to move.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing the same. And obviously there was like flares. There was flares. I didn't know if you saw it, Adam. There was flares in our side. But the Newcastle fans were literally chanting at Steve Bruce. Literally at the end of the game, they were just like proper raging.
Yeah. I heard a lot of boos at the end, Adam. I mean, that came across quite prominently on some of the vlogs I've watched.
Yeah.
In terms of Steve Bruce chance, I've been all away games so far this season. That's definitely most persistent. We've done it quite a lot throughout the game. And yeah, you expect to continue week in, week out because the results aren't improving. Yes, the football is getting slightly better each week, but we still aren't winning games, which is a huge problem. Nobody likes Steve Bruce, and no matter if we win games or not, we're still going to boo him. We're still going to tell him to get out. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
Nobody wants him here, and it's made perfectly clear to him now. Nobody wants him here.
Fair
it was
enough.
like from the 5th minute, already we want Bruce out. Chance started to happen.
Yeah.
And then what made me smile the most in the second half, everyone was stuck. From what I could hear, everyone was chanting, "You don't know what you're doing."
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Playing a referee. Because I didn't think he had a good game. That referee, I thought he was a bit out of his depth, I think.
Well, listen, it was his first game, wasn't it? We've got to, got to give these young referees a chance, I guess, and get rid of the old farts like Mike Dean and stuff like that. I can't wait to see the back of. David said that I'm not going to put the message on the screen, but he has explained why the wedding hasn't gone ahead because they parted ways. Due to his mental health, and the family couldn't agree with her being me. Listen, Dave, we all love you, mate. You know we do, and I'm sure Lee was just pulling your leg in the comments. So, as usual, this is a banter channel, and you know that. And I'm sure he's laughing about it anyway now. Borough winning tonight. Bloody hell, it's fire. Shaking hot white coconuts from the love tree. What the hell? Gary has a tip for the 3 people that are using their phones to turn them round and they'll have a full screen. So Archer, Daniil and Chippers, turn them sideways.
You can't do it.
Daniil's got his turned off.
It doesn't work on streaming on Paul.
It did on mine when I was on.
Turn your rotate setting on.
Rotate.
You've got to have your rotate setting on because if you don't, it'll just lock.
Oh yeah, got it. Yeah. That way.
There you go.
There you go.
Continue.
He's upside down. He's all over
Hey,
the
oh,
place.
hey.
Well done, Gary.
See? Yeah, it does work. Archie
Yeah.
Killick. How are
Cheers, Gary.
I don't know how to do it.
Honestly,
I've got
the
my
two-
son. I've got my son next to us. He helped us there, so there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Archer and Chippers are beyond help, so it's no point. Thomas says, Annie is on the toilet recreating Chippers' most proudest moment. Chippers, what are you doing?
Just sort me camera out.
Yeah, don't bother, mate. It's I really don't want you turning cameras around because God knows what you like to have on your camera. Tom says he needs to keep on hearing how much contempt we have for him, how incompetent we find him. It needs to be relentless from kick off the final whistle. I'm sure it will be. To be honest, I'm looking forward to getting my voice across at Wolves. I'll tell you. Got things I need to do. So take care, gang, and have fun. Says
Cheers,
Trolls.
Trolls. Yeah, good night, Trolls. Bye, Trolls.
Kev says Dave Harrison's trophy cabinet behind him, an archery god with medals and trophies. Are they all yours, Dave?
Yeah.
There's a few in there. Yes, I've got a few medals. I don't display them now. They're in a box somewhere.
Which wing, east or west?
West. Always in the west.
Always in the west.
Only you know there's a spare bedroom.
Honestly, it's like having Robin Hood on my channel. Two guests sat on the throne tonight. Then, yeah. Two very, very different types of thrones. Let's be honest. I thought the Napoli manager was Itchy Cox, who just happens to be one of the guys. Yeah. Tom Lynch says, "Your Majesty, if he's king, Your Highness would be for a prince." But bloody hell, Tom, you know what I mean? It's not real. All right, you're right.
A bit of a joke.
Oh God! Only joking, Tom. Thank you for again being.
Sheriff just scored against Real Madrid. It's 2-1. The Bernabeu.
So they're winning 2-1 now.
They're winning 2-1.
God, Real Madrid are falling apart. They really are. Real Madrid and Barcelona are falling apart. I mean, that Sheriff team is a really small team as well. Bruce to get a knighthood for services to Newcastle, says Toonza. Jesus Christ.
What, to Newcastle kebab shops, is it?
Yeah.
Probably.
Kebab connoisseur.
The only problem is the Queen will hold the sword the wrong way around and go right through him.
Jason, we won't have any violence on this channel. Paul says, I remember a point in a previous season when our defenders kept scoring. Can't see them getting us out of the shit this season.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
It was, yeah. Thomas, I'm really not buying Newcastle, mate. I know, people would probably like me to, and I would sort the club out. But unfortunately, no. I can see just how a discussion between Paul and Ashley would go. It wouldn't be a discussion, mate. Jordy says the plane spotters will be looking for planes in the Durham area, hoping Paul is on it, and it will be all over Twitter. Oh, Jesus Christ Almighty! There's a bit of a problem. I don't like heights. Now, I'm 6'5", and I'm scared of heights. I go on roller coasters; they're fine. But them little flaming washing machines with propellers on in the sky, no chance. Absolutely no chance. Helicopters, the only helicopter I will ever get in is Airwolf.
Yeah,
I'm telling you now. That's the only one. The one and only to go with him already being a monumental bell end. Up the villa, says Steve Bruce. He's a twat, that's Steve Bruce. Legend says Bruno penalty ball is still flying. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was a terrible miss. Paul, I've got your private message. I'm not sure what it means, but thank you. Valentino Rossi says Bruno must have thought he missed a penalty in the Euros final, coming out with a letter. Bloody hell, what's next? Comedy clubs, these top six are full of plastic supporters. What did you guys think of the fact that UEFA have now obviously dropped the cases? But it has come out that UEFA are now wanting the judge changed because they actually still want to go ahead with the prosecutions.
Well, of course. I mean, they've got to punish him in some capacity because they're trying to destroy him. I mean, how could he find a team like Derby because they haven't got the money, but yet the Super Six are trying to destroy the football leagues? How can you not find them? Right? Of course, you've got. I mean, it baffles me. It's corrupt. It really is. It just pisses me off.
Yeah.
Anybody? Any other thoughts on it?
It sums up how it operates, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just all corrupt, they're all
bastards,
really, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, so it's just a cabal of corrupt clubs. I mean, you know, in many ways we shouldn't be saying that, but I mean the evidence is plain to see. And you know that they just take the piss, and it's unacceptable. It really is.
Yeah.
Geordie's got a message for you, Jason. Apples and pears and up the stairs, Newcastle.
Right, that fucking cockney, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Go fucking take his fucking head off.
Fucking twatting one.
Yeah. And then I'll go watch Newcastle. Brighton have a decent manager, says Paul. That's the difference, exactly.
Yeah.
Go on, Adam. P. James Dean.
No, it's
come
not.
back alive?
Which is why he's put that in there.
You what?
My nickname's Adam P, which is kind of why I put that in the chat, really.
Yeah. And he should be called Adam S now, shouldn't he?
I've gone. Yeah.
Oh, he's dropped his foot. Daniil, you make me seasick, man. Where have you gone? Has he turned himself off?
He's gone completely.
He's dropped his phone, I think.
He's dropped his phone. That's what happened there. I'll knock him off just so he can sort himself out.
I'm gonna call it as well, boys. So
all right, Brian. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Brian, take care, buddy.
Take care of yourself, Paul. Yeah,
I will, matey. Thank you for the comments earlier. I really appreciate that, mate.
See you around.
Take care, bud. Right, we've got about 5 minutes left of the show, so we'll run through these comments. Jake says Graham Potter will be in line for a big club soon. Keith says blankety blank checkbook and pen. Jesus. Fan forum has now turned into Tuesday NUFC fan free of all anything goes. Kev, it tends to lose control after about an hour. We seem to be getting on fine and then it just goes to shit. But listen, I've said it many times before when I do these live streams. I do the live streams and yes, we talk serious stuff about the football, but we also have a laugh because that's important to me, to make people laugh and have a good laugh while they're watching, instead of just talking about football constantly because really, as a Newcastle fan, do we really want to be doing that? So, yeah, we have conversation about football. We also take the piss, have a bit of banter. That's what the Monday night Horseman show is all about, and that's what Fan Forum's all about, just getting everyone together and having a good laugh, which is exactly how it should be instead of the shit that's gone on in the last week. So there you go.
Absolutely well said, Paul. Well said.
Jake says, Planet Adam, where everything looks rosy even when everything's burning down. Wish I could move there. Adam, do you want to tell us the last two predictions you've made?
Well, listen, you said Newcastle win both of them as well.
Don't turn it on me. Just, you know.
Well, I said Newcastle beat Leeds 4-1. I think we said we beat Watford. I don't know, 3-0. I think it was 3-0.
Yeah, it was. So well done, mate. If anybody's watching, please do not put betting slips on going off what Adam Pearson tells you the score's going to be. Kev says Stephen secretly loves Steve Bruce. Stephen, is there something you want to tell us?
No, he always said this. I absolutely hate the man. It's Kev, isn't it?
I mean, it's good to talk, Stephen, if you want to get it off your chest. I mean,
I absolutely hate the monumental bell end with a passion. I want to say out the club as soon as possible.
Yeah, well, if you haven't seen John Sinclair's earlier stream tonight, he said he actually said, "Big up Steve Bruce."
Oh God!
He literally did.
I will say
that's reason to unsubscribe for that. That's reason to unsubscribe for that comment.
Listen, I'm going to get him to explain that on the Horseman next week because it needs. I mean, he needs to obviously, have his chance to explain why he said it. But the fact is, he said it. Paul, you cheeky bastard. Any chance of a signed pick, Paul? One of your Love Island publicity ones would be fine.
Pushing his luck.
If Wilson gets hot again, love his threat. Only man on the squad that will get a brace. Yeah, well,
if Wilson gets hot again,
you know what essentially means. Yeah. Hot chip is scoring goals.
Yeah.
Anthony says Bruce's luck has run out. If he fell in a barrel of tits, he'd come out sucking his thumb. Luke said, I heard Kermit. No, we'll not go there.
No.
Jake says, serious question. We considered losing goal versus West Ham because our players were caught high up the pitch looking for a winner. Would you rather have that than Bruce playing for a draw but winning a point? Anyone?
No.
No. I want to see.
I'd rather go out and win the game and try and hang on for a point.
Yeah. 1 point's better than 0, obviously, if you know you're going to concede. But
yeah, we can't see games out, can we? We haven't got the team that can see games out. So you know, where is the Bristol Rovers fan? He's fallen down the toilet. Footballers wear bamboo shoots, and I support Newcastle. Valentino Rossi's getting in on it, Jay. You've been insulted by a legend.
Legend, my ass.
Gary, you are a genius. Who's Gary?
About they flipping the phones.
Oh yes, Gary, you're a genius. Malcolm says, are Archer and Chippers related? Anyone of you want to answer that and answer Malcolm's
question? Not that I'm
question?
aware of. I mean, not that I'm aware of. It might be. Not that I'm aware of.
I mean, where those two come from, there's a mighty fine chance, I'll tell you. Lads, my wife had a real go at me this morning when I covered myself in bubble wrap. Now everyone else is having a pop.
You need to get that right in his motorbike.
Yeah, we've got Hans Schmeller as well. I would watch the show, but I'm off out the queue for petrol. Not for the car. I'm going to drink it as I've had enough being an NUFC fan. King Dave is the opposite of Bruce. He's won trophies, but still remains humble. Yeah, you haven't seen the violent side of Dave Harrison.
I'm never going to live this.
Good night, Dave. Take care, matey. Thanks for coming on. I heard that Dave has had another wing put on the house. Still won't get the bugger off the ground, though. Yeah. Archer, is that your phone again?
That's not his phone.
Oh.
It was. I've just declined it.
Oh, well, that'll not stop. That'll keep going. David says, because I'm going through a rough time with my mental health at the moment. That's why I didn't stay on too long. Hey, listen, you came on, Dave, and that's the main thing. You know what this channel's like, matey. You just get yourself on when you can, mate, and you know you've got all our support. So whatever you need, get in contact with one of us. Banter's banter, mate. But when it comes to your mental health, you know who you can turn to, mate. So don't forget that.
We're all here for you, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Steve Bruce says, takes one to know one, you cheeky twat. Well, fuck you, Steve Bruce. Keith says, Barcelona have certainly gone backwards. And then I'm getting wrong off Danielle now for hating on cats. Apparently it's Judge Rinder. Oh, tomorrow he's obviously talking about the cat case. Judge Rinder. Oh, my God. David McGann, take care. Thanks, Susan. Yeah, everybody's saying lovely things about Dave. So, yeah, there you go, Dave. That's how much you're supported, right? So, obviously, don't forget that, please. You know that everyone's giving Susan a shout-out. Now, shout-out to Misfit. Geordie, wasn't expecting Chaz and Dave to make an appearance on tonight's show. Archer and Chippers, Chaz and Dave.
I wouldn't actually Paul and Barry chuckle, to be honest.
It's only a game, so put up a real good. Did they sing that one? Dave, you'll know Chaz and Dave songs.
I was just thinking, the first one that came to mind was Rabbit, Rabbit, but I mean, I can't remember the words.
Yeah, Rabbit.
Didn't it just go rabbit, 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 rabbit?
Then after that, I'm lost after that, but yeah.
There's another message, Dave. I hope you're seeing all these messages, mate. Daniel's son says his battery's died. Oh, well, at least he hasn't. So Tom says, agree to Danielle. Cats are excellent, very funny and affectionate. Friendship with a cat is very egalitarian. Dogs are sycophant. Hey, kiss my ass, Tom. I'm sorry, I'm not having that. I'm not having that at all. At all. At all. By the way, Susan said that she was doing this crazy spiritual thing, right? So, Dave, if you need to speak to anybody, Susan can cleanse your aura. Anyway. Mike Sackey, no. Thomas loves cats too. Thomas, you're like Dr. Doolittle, you, mate. I swear to God. Right. We've gone over a little bit of time, but it's now time for predictions. And we start with Chippers tonight.
Ooh.
So, Chippers, Let's hear it.
2-1 Wolves. 2-1 Wolves, sadly.
Fair enough. Steve Bruce says, don't worry, Stephen, we can go for a pint and talk about the hatred that you have for me. I've never met you, Bonnie lad.
Shut up, Steve. I'll never go for a pint with you. Shut off.
I happen to love Steve Bruce. I think he's a I think he's a fantastic manager. I mean, just look at that. I mean,
Do you want me to unsubscribe to your channel live? You keep saying shit like that.
Nobody's put on my channel, though. I've got to be nice when somebody says things like that.
I think that's a look everyone's doing. I can't believe
lads, I thought the earth was round till I watched your show. Now I know it's flatter than my man's chest. I'm not sure whether that's a compliment or a piss take. I don't know. Lloyd says, I might take one for the team and chin Steve Bruce on the weekend. You do that. Good man. I'll be right behind you. D says, mark my words, we will not win a game unless Wilson is playing. And for me, that isn't an excuse, as we had all summer to sign a backup striker. Okay. And Lloyd says, fuck Jack Callback.
Turns you on, Lloyd.
Mr. R says, great show as always. Jason's on his way to Newcastle. A twist to Spurs are on their way to Wembley. Okay. Spurs will not be at Wembley this season. Paul Northface 66. Take Paul, thank you very much. Danielle, great show. Thank you. And I love that hashtag, by the way. Everybody's starting to use that now. Does anybody know what that means?
The trolls.
Sorry, Stephen?
The trolls.
Correct, Amundo. Malcolm says Wolves 2-1. I love both, says Thomas. Yeah. Respect that Paul Bruce is one of the best. Listen, I'm joking, Mike Sack. I know you're a big fan of his, but seriously, thanks, buddy. Yep, hopefully she'll pick up this week. Right, next to have a go at the predictions is Mr. Harrison. Now, be careful here.
I'm going to go for 1-1 again, with either ASM or Longstaff scoring our goal. I'd like I always say, I'd love to win. I just can't see we're doing it at the minute, not without the big man up front. I just don't think we're going to do it. So 1-0 for me.
Coolio. I can see a Paul Hillary in the comments, but in the waiting room, but he's got no devices connected, so unfortunately can't get him on. We're finished anyway, but never mind. Chippers, thanks for coming on, matey, and we'll hopefully see if your prediction is the right one next week.
See you next week, lads.
Take care, buddy.
Yeah, Chippers.
And Dave, thanks for coming on, mate. Let you get back to your sexy pillow talk for tonight. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. You're never too old for romance, Mr. Harrison, and you know that.
Hello. I want to rubble your crumble.
Get worse.
Good night, Dave. Love to the wife. See you soon,
mate.
mate.
Well, all the best, mate. And you know where I am if you need a chat.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that, buddy.
Bye, everybody. See you soon.
Yeah.
So the King of Northumberland is off to punch his butler in the face. Archer.
Yeah.
Prediction time, matey.
Let's gamma a draw. Gamma 1-1.
1-1 as well. Who's going to score for us?
St. Maximin.
Fair enough, as usual. Right, thank you for coming on. What's happening with you on Saturday?
Basically, I sent you a message on Messenger.
When?
Roughly about roundabout the afternoon. This afternoon, I sent one.
Right, I'll check it out, mate. I'll speak to you off camera. Right, I'll catch you later.
All right, no bother. Catch you later, Paul.
Mr. Pearson.
Yes, Paul.
Everybody is sitting intrigued now because look, even Jason's leaning in because we just don't know what you're going to come out with here. Stephen's now leaning. Everybody is leaning into their cameras, wondering what the mighty Alan Pearson is going to come out with this week for a score.
Okay, Wolves 1, Newcastle 3. I think we're going to win. I got it. Hear me out.
Go on then.
Yes, against Wolves, last 5 or 6 matches, yes, they've been 1-1s every single bloody time. They better not be now 1-1. But Newcastle have a good record at Molyneux. I can't remember last time Wolves beat, but they were unbeaten last 5 or 6 down there.
Did you just say Molyneux?
Well, yeah, the stadium, but they called Molyneux or not.
It's Molyneux.
Oh, well.
Molyneux.
Regardless, well,
You've got a Sinclair, mate. You've got a Sinclair right there. Damn it! I wish I'd put you on first, so everybody could have seen that. Oh, there is still 86 people watching this show will have now seen Molyneux. We are playing at Molyneux at the weekend. Jason, you're never going to let that down, sunshine.
No, probably not. No.
Oh, you've had a stinker. Oh, you've had a Sinclair right there. Right there, you have had a Sinclair, mate.
You're watching
oh,
John Sinclair, I think.
Yeah, I think Molyneux. Jesus. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh, I love you, brother. Right, I'll speak to you later in the week, Adam, and arrange transportation and where I'm picking you up.
Still at petrol, but yeah, take care, Paul. Good being on.
Yeah, and I'll see you on Saturday, buddy.
All right, a bit, mate. See you there.
Take care, mate. But I suggest you start reading a dictionary.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
See you soon, buddy. Take care. Oh my God. Right, Stephen, what do you think the result is going to be at Molyneux? I may as well call it fucking Fort Knox. Jesus wept. Jake's come up with a one there saying, who's Molly Knox? Molly Knox. Oh, God almighty. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Adam's still in the waiting room so he can see that. Molly Knox. Yes. Oh, dear. I wonder if anybody will come on his channel called Molly Knox. Oh, dear. That'd be hilarious. Go on then, Stephen.
I'm going to go for I'll go 2-1 Newcastle.
Right.
I was nearly right with the Watford game.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again, 2-1.
And who's going to score?
ASM and Almiron.
Almiron. Fair enough. Fair enough. Malcolm says, Adam, can you please ask your mum if you were dropped on your head as a baby? I'm sorry, but that's a classic. Right, Stephen, thanks for coming on, mate. And
Paul, can I just,
yeah, go on.
To ask you something. Are you busy on Thursday? Or have you got a show on Thursday or not? Are you doing one?
It depends what time, because I'm actually out on Thursday. I'm out. I'm tending to try and take Wednesday and Thursday off, but what time are you on?
I'm going to do it at 8 o'clock. I mean...
Right, I'll let you know. I'll see what time I'm coming, because obviously 8 o'clock. I might be able to, but I'll see. But I'm out on a Wednesday and Thursday now, so I'm just.
Right, there's no bother if you can. Just see if you can. So.
Yeah, I just need to sort of step back a bit and
Yeah, no, but if you can,
regain my head after the week I've had. But I'll let you know off air anyway. You're not going down to Wolves?
No. I ain't got no ticket. Are
they not available to the public now?
Yeah, but I can't afford them.
Fair enough. Right, get yourself back on next week. I'll speak to you shortly, mate.
All right, no bother, Paul. Thanks.
Take care,
See you later.
Jason, the final man. Julie, hang on. Julie's quite upset. As a Midlander, I am distraught. Molyneux. What the fuck? Dear me. Go on then, Jason. Last to predict.
I'm going for a 2-0 Wolves. I've got the Villa result correct. I've got the Watford result correct. So I'm going for my third one. 2-0 Wolves down at Molyneux.
Let's hope you don't get the hat-trick.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully.
It'd be nice for you not to get the hat-trick. Dale says, Molyneux isn't nice. I was on the defensive the whole night. My bollocks. Oh, they're all coming in. Right, Jason, thanks for coming on. Somebody was asking in the comments what your YouTube channel name is. Do you want to give it a shout out, mate?
Keeping it Toon YT. That's all you need to know.
There you go. Keeping it Toon YT. Thanks for coming on, Jace. Really appreciate it, buddy.
No worries. Just
see you next week. Take care.
See you later.
So there you go. That was Fan Forum for another crazy night of quite a lot of laughter, serious football talk about Newcastle United, etc. Listen, that's what I want my live streams to be. You know, serious side of football, and then we have a laugh as well, because that's how it's got to be. You know, we've got to be like that, because if we're not, then what's the point? You know, in all seriousness, you watch so many shows where, you know, involving Newcastle United, and we're complaining all the time, we're upset all the time with the football. It's a load of bollocks watching it. So if we don't laugh, then we've got nothing else. You know what I mean? So we've got to try and make fun out of Newcastle United sometimes, and have banter with everybody, and a good laugh with everyone who's watching, who's commenting, who comes on the fan forum. It's just a good laugh, make people smile. That's what it's all about. And God, I need it right now. But thank you very much for everybody that's watched tonight. Michael, special thank you again for the fantastic donation on the Super Chat, mate. I will never, ever stop being grateful for your contributions to the channel. You really are just an incredible benefactor to the channel, and I don't know where I'd be without that kind of stuff. So thank you so much, Michael. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everybody that's had a good laugh in the comments, good laugh on the show. I will be back on Friday night with a match preview. I don't know who I'll have on with me yet. I'm still to work all that out, but there will be a show on Friday night. I am going to Wolves on Saturday with Adam, so I'm looking forward to that. If anybody is wanting to lift down, give me a shout. There's 2 spare seats. I'm not sure where I'm going to get the petrol from to go down yet, but we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing a bit of a vlog down there. Adam will be doing a vlog as well, so stay tuned for those as well. And on Sunday, I will be doing a recorded match review with some interviews from fans down there, a bit of sort of the journey down, and you know, a vlog kind of thing, and put it all into the one video for everybody to watch. So I hope you will watch that on Sunday and enjoy that as well. And then, of course, the Horseman back on Monday. I'm getting my bloody days mixed up now. So a lot's coming up on the channel. So if you have liked the show tonight, guys, please do smash the like button for me. It really does help me build the channel. And if you're new and you like what you've seen and you want to watch more of this kind of stuff, please consider subscribing to the channel. Over 3,000 now. My next target is 4, and just to keep on going after that. But thank you to everybody who sent me personal messages in the last week. I really do appreciate it. You're all wonderful people, and I couldn't do what I do without everybody's help, so thank you very much. But in the meantime, guys, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you on Friday night for the match preview against Wolves. Take care, everybody. Good night.